Most of the time you'll be working in what PowerPoint calls normal view. That is a pane of slides vertical on the left-hand side, and currently selected slide is displayed large on the right. This is what we're looking at now, and it's the primary way to use PowerPoint. If I need larger or smaller thumbnails, I can just hover my mouse over this vertical line and slide in and out, but sometimes we need something different. Let's go to View Ribbon tab to see what our options are. Now here's what we call presentation views. I can change this normal view to something called outline view. This is just a text-only view of looking at all my slides. This is a great way to look at the content directly without all the distraction and visual clutter of banners and buttons and pictures. I can then go to slide sorter view, and this is where I'm looking at all my slides in a thumbnail view form. I can come down here and actually zoom in and out and see less slides or more slides. This is a good way to shuffle them around if we have to. We will actually be going over the slide sorter and how to rearrange slides in a later video. If I want to see any speaker notes that I have associated with the slide, I can go to the Notes page. This way I can flip through all my slides by using the right arrow key, and I can see any speaker notes I have associated with each slide. Finally, to round out the presentation views, I have what's called Reading View. This is a great way to actually view my presentation and see how it's going to look without having to go into the actual slideshow mode. I can come down here to the status bar and advance to the next slide by clicking Next. I can see all my transitions and animations that I have set up with those slides. To get back to where I was, I can simply click Normal from the status bar. Now we left it in outline view before Reading View, so that's what it goes back to. Now we also have what's called Master Views. I will be talking about these later, but things like the Slide Master and Handout Master is a way to make universal changes to all your slides by simply making one change to one Slide Master. Now I clicked on this one for a reason. This is a special view, and to get out of this view, you actually have to come over here to the right on the ribbon and select Close Master View. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you don't know how to get back to that normal view, just come up here and look for a Close button. I'm going to go back to my View Ribbon tab. There are some more things that I want to show you. For example, I can add a ruler, which is great if I'm trying to do some really nitty-gritty fine-tuning of placement. I can toggle grid lines on and off. This is really great for dragging things over and adjusting where they go, and making sure that I'm lining them up right. I can also add guides. I'm actually going to uncheck the ruler and grid lines so that you can see the guides a little bit better. Here you can see that they're vertical and horizontal lines lined up in the exact center of my slide. This is great for placing objects. Now, the last thing I want to show you is the color, grayscale, and black and white object options. Right now I'm looking at my slides in color, and I'm actually going to get out of outline view and come over here to normal view. I can select grayscale, and it's going to go through and show me all my slides in grayscale view. This is really useful if I want to see what it's going to look like when I print it out in grayscale. If I'm printing out 300 copies of my slide, I can save some ink and print them out in black and white. But before I do that, I need to make sure that all the fidelity is going to be preserved and everybody is going to be able to see everything that they need to. Here's this button again, back to color view. So when I'm all done, I can come back to my View tab, uncheck guides if I decide I don't want them, or toggle them back on. So that's how you change views in PowerPoint. Now don't forget, the most commonly used views are at the bottom. So if you ever want to get back to normal view really quickly, come down here to the status bar and select normal.